Hey there, my name is Jessie and I'm an aromatherapy student, and from time to time I get different questions about my aromatherapy student life, and I decide it's a better idea to answer by video because there might be other people asking the same questions. So these are one of those moments. So today I will be addressing the idea of case studies. More specifically, what this video is going to look like is, one, I'm going to talk about what are case studies, just a general overview, what they are. And number two, what are some differences in regards to case studies from school to school, program to program? Because when I first started studying aromatherapy, I just thought all of the programs were the same, like all the case studies look the same program to program. But as I am studying and talking to other aromatherapy students from other schools, I'm realizing, there are some differences. So I'll be addressing that. And for those who may want to get to more detail about what my specific case studies look like in my program, feel free to check out my other video, which I'm posting around the same time as this one. If you're on Instagram, go to my profile, click on my IGTV, it'll be listed by it. If you're watching on YouTube, go down the description, the link will be there. So without further ado, let's get started. So number one, like I said, I would talk about what are case studies. So for those who don't know, case studies are just a very practical part of an aromatherapy program. What this looks like in a case study is, during a case study, you'll have a case study client. This might be someone you know, maybe you don't know, so it could be like a friend, a family member. You meet with them, you kind of get a whole global view of their health. What are some the health things that they would like to improve? Is there anything that they would like relief from? Is there anything they would like to support in their health? You meet with them. Then after that, you create a blend that's personalized for them. So using essential oils that really target what they want to work on with their health, as well as avoiding essential oils that may not be safe for the client. So if they're pregnant, there's essential oils to avoid. Of course, using a dilution rate appropriate to that. If they're on certain kind of medications, there may be essential oils that you should not be using with them. They have certain health issues, there may be essential oils to avoid. So using the proper essential oils for them that are safe and directly target what they want to work on. So meet with them, make a blend, and then there's this timeline, which I imagine could vary course to course, but I haven't talked to different people. Mine's about minimum 30 to 40 days where they will use this blend. I check in with them time to time, and then at the end we do check in at the end. Was this blend a product beneficial for them? Yes or no? Was there improvements? If so, how much? So it's a really good way to just like I said, put into practice what you know and kind of try different things. If things don't work, it's a good opportunity to reflect, do some troubleshooting. Why do I think this didn't work? What would I do differently, right? All right, so like I said, if you want to know more detail about my program, check it out on my IGTV or my YouTube, because I have another part to this. Second part of this video, I want to talk about the differences that you may see between program to program, school to school in regards to case studies. So I'm going to look down at my notes just to make sure that I get it all right. All right, so number one, how many case studies will you be doing? This could change depending on your program. For me, I have to do 30 case studies, so 30. I do 15 for the first part of my certification, 15, so 15, for the last part of my certification, with 30 in total. Where I've also seen programs that only have 5 case studies, and I'm not completely sure why there are different numbers of case studies being asked by different programs. If you think you know, comment down below. But I kind of have a nudge that I think the reason mine has a lot more case studies might be because my program is a NAHA level 3, 30 case studies, where the one I saw at 5 case studies was a NAHA level 1. But I'm pretty sure, I didn't look into this, but I wouldn't be surprised if even among level 1, 2s, and 3s, there are variations in how many case studies. So it depends on the program. Second difference, what kind of issues or conditions would you be targeting with your case studies? So when I do my case studies now, I have to target 3 health issues. So 2 physical, 1 emotional, or 2 emotional, 1 physical. That's for the first 15 of my case studies. The second part of my case studies, I will be doing another 15, but I'll just be able to be using, like, targeting 1 health issue, which I'm so excited about. I think that is the best. So from program to program, I'm guessing that would change as well, where there might be times where you're just addressing 1 issue, one thing that you're providing support for, whereas other programs you might be having multiple things you're looking at. So something to consider or to look at if you are still looking for a school and certain details of case studies are important to you. Number 3, how many essential oils do you have to mix for your blend for your client? I don't know if there are rules out there for other schools, but I know for my school, when I create a blend for a client, the rules are 3 to 6 oils per blend. So I have to use a minimum of 3 oils that I mix together for my client, maximum of 6 oils. I would imagine maybe in other schools, there may not be that rule. So something to consider as well, or to just keep in mind. It's kind of cool to hear what other schools are like. And also, if you are listening to this and you are an aromatherapy student, please comment down below, like, things that are the same or different in regards to your case studies. All right, last one. There may be different rules in regards to blending. So for example, I have to blend in regards to categories. So I'll show you one of my sheets when I'm figuring out a blend for a client. I covered the condition for a few reasons, but one of them being that I wanted to respect my school because they give me all this information. I don't want to just be kind of giving out this information that they work so hard to provide for me. So this is kind of the sheet that I fill out after I meet with a client. I'll write down the 3 conditions we want to really address, and then I'll list the essential oils for each condition. And then I have to categorize them into top note, middle note, and base note. And when I have to blend for my clients, I have to do at least 1 top note. So top note here, middle note here, at least 1 top middle note, and then at least 1 base note. And for those who don't know what notes are, I guess I should have explained it before, but essential oils are classified into notes. So this can be scent notes. This could be blending notes. When I'm talking now, I'm talking about blending notes. So they're classified in like top blending note, middle blending note, and base blending note. So for all my blends that I make for clients, I need to have 1 top, 1 middle, 1 base minimum. So I talked to, I can't remember who it was, but I was talking to another aromatherapy student. And when I asked them, they're like, what? Like, you have to do like an essential oil from each blending category? Like, that seems restrictive. But I mean, that's just my program. Every program's different. If you're listening, let us know what yours looks like. But yeah, so for mine, I'd have to do 1 top, 1 middle, and 1 base, which I'll get more into this when I talk in my next video. But yeah, so just to recap, case studies are a really practical way to put your knowledge into practice, troubleshoot if things don't work, you know, rejoice when things do. And the things that I've noticed that are different case study to case study, which is something that could be interesting for you if you are looking for a school and different details of case studies are important to you, or if you're enrolled in the school, you can kind of prepare yourself mentally. The 4 things that I noticed were the number of case studies can change depending on the program, what you're addressing, providing support for in the health. Are you blending just for 1 issue? Or are you blending for multiple issues, right? So mine was multiple for the first 15, single issues for the last 15. How many essential oils? Is there a rule to how many essential oils you can use? Mine is 3 to 6. And then 4, are there other different blending rules? So for example, mine is like I have to have a top, a middle, and a base minimum of each, right? So I'm hoping this kind of helped you kind of prepare. If you guys are preparing to be aromatherapy students, something to think about, because I know a lot of you are. And I hope to see you guys in my other videos. So take care and bye-bye.